This is a general reading for Sagittarius for May 26th through June 1st. So Sagittarius is your sun or moon rising, or Venus. This is a general reading for you, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm again offering a complimentary 30-minute reading, selecting from those who subscribe or put in a comment in the month of May. So if you want that reading, please consider subscription or comment, and I do read all the comments, so thank you so much for your comments. Also, if you like the video, thumbs up, because the comments, subscriptions, and the likes help to increase the logarithms. I am again offering personal readings. You would send me an email, and I would then let you know how, the logistics of that. The price is for 15 minutes, 10 euros or $11, and for half an hour, $20 or 20 euros or $22. Thank you. Now Nina's here on the table, so if you hear any little sounds, that's Nina snoring. Jason's in the bedroom. Last week, Sammy, my little poodle that I had for many years, crossed the Rainbow Bridge. So it was a very hard decision. He was having heart failure. He had been on heart pills for months. And the pills were no longer working, and he was struggling. And so I had to make that decision. It was very hard because, I look over at the couch and Sammy isn't laying there anymore, or he isn't doing his little happy dance when he was feeling well. So he's crossed the Rainbow Bridge. We will have another life together. We've had several incarnations together in different, he's been a dog, but he's been a different dog in past lives, and I know that we will have another life together. So anyway, good feelings to Sammy. It's been a very hard week for me. Now, Sagittarius. Spirit has led to 2 oracle cards for you, which I'm going to read one now and one at the end of the reading. I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross, and I'm using the Morgan Greer deck today. So the first oracle card for the wisdom of the oracle, Spirit selected number 50, no place like home. Essential meanings: authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving in a place where you just fit, being comfortable in your own skin. That's what the home is, being comfortable who you are. The oracle meaning: home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create, a place that is known and you can call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home to your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity, aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here in the house of your spirit and spirit. Okay, now I have shuffled the cards and cut the cards, and let's see what we have for this week of May 26th through June 1st. And we have the Knight of Cups, crossed over by the Queen of Pentacles. So that looks like a couple. Could be work, could be a relationship. Then at the base of it, we have the Five of Pentacles. Could be work, could be also relationship. Behind you, the Emperor. Crowning you, the Chariot. Moving forward. Ahead of you, the Nine of Swords. Okay. Then we have the Two of Rods, the Three of Pentacles, the King of Rods, and the Tower. Now, I like towers, and some people don't, because towers to me is like movement, and that's the final outcome for this week, for June 1st. It's like getting you moving. You could be, stuck, feeling that you're stuck. And the Tower is like, okay, the universe is saying, okay, you've been in this place long enough. Here's the shove. Here's the shove of ending that lesson. Here's the shove of ending that cycle. With that Tower is the Judgment card. So this is saying that if you want to manifest things, you know, it's going to come to you quickly, because the universe is pushing you to start manifesting. To what do you want? What do you want? This is what it's saying. We're going to, the things that you're feeling comfortable with are not permanent. It is change and growth, and sometimes change and growth is uncomfortable. That is the Tower. You had maybe become complacent, didn't stretch out, and this is that stretching out card to push you to manifest that which is what is due you, what you wanted to have. And then the universe is saying, okay, don't get too comfortable. That what you thought was permanent is not permanent. It's not in concrete. We're moving you. Because with the Nine of Rods, you had the Four of Rods. That's happy home. Happy home. Then we have the Three of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles. Two of Rods with the Hierophant. That's a partnership. It can be a partnership with the universe. Could be something come from the universe to manifest what you want. Five of Swords right ahead of you with the Ten of Swords. Crowning you, the Page of Pentacles. Behind you with the Emperor, the Five of Rods. At the base, the Five of Cups. So, three of the fives. Three of Rods, Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, or Five of Cups. And then your reading is also the King of Swords, crossed over by the Four of Pentacles. This can be work related. It can be relation related, Sagittarius. But what it's saying is that you've been in a cycle that has been not good because you got the fives, but you were afraid to venture out. You're like, well, you know, I'm comfortable. I know that it could be, I know that the boss isn't good and the pay isn't the best, but it's what I know. And you know, I used to say that to myself at work. It's like, this is the devil that you know. And it could be that, you know, like, oh, I'm afraid, I don't want to make a change because it could be worse than I have. These are all the thoughts that are going in your mind. And you became complacent. Even though you have the fives, you were afraid to make some changes. Because your reading is about Knight of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Can be a relationship, can be a work environment. It can be, you know, the Queen of Pentacles is a woman who can be a boss, could be a money person. Now I'm going to take a card from Hanson Roberts and ask for clarification of that, of the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Show me about the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. Is that relationship? Is that work? What is the clarification? Angels and archangels and spirit guides of the light, please provide some clarification for that, for our Sagittarius. Thank you. Could be a work environment, could also be a relationship. It equally could be a mother and child. You know, or you know, a mother and a younger male. Okay, thank you. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. Okay, we have new beginnings of money. So it could be a work relationship or new beginning. Then we have also, someone from the past. So it could be a relationship, it could be a partnership, it could be a mentorship. It could be someone from the past, it can be also past life. So it can be someone from your past with the Six of Cups, or it could be someone from the past life and new beginnings and opportunities. It could be a business relationship, for example, that is coming up. And then you have with that the King of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. Now the King of Swords, you know, is that decisive man who is no frills. It could be a boss, could be a mentor. And what he says is like cut and dried. You know, he doesn't say frilly things, but you know where you stand. Could be a boss, like I said, could be a mentor, could even be an institution. And standing firm. You could be standing firm. It's like beginnings of opportunity for money, or taking a position and keeping your own interests. That there could be a decision and even could be negotiations with the King of Swords. But this is what you're saying. This is my position. This is what I'm standing for. And this is what I want. That can be what's going on. Because at the base of it is, you know, you have your two fives. Money and looking for something more. Can be a lack of money. Could be, you know, the Five of Cups is a relationship and looking at what didn't work out and looking that you do have an opportunity for two here. So the Three of Cups, I always like to look at, that's self-learning. That's learning about past relationships, learning about yourself, and learning about what you wanted. And there's new opportunities for new love or home. Could be home. And then there is the Five of Pentacles, which can be lack of money. Could be a couple of different ways. Could be relocating home. Could be, you know, because the housing is so expensive now. It could be, you know, you want something, but, you know, the interest rates are high. And you're looking at, you know, opportunity. These can represent homes. These can represent relationships. It can even be financial constraints as a result of broken relationships. Can be separating households. Can be, you know, maybe you're working and you're not getting the bonuses that you were promised, or you're not getting raises, or you're looking for changes, and there's some, you know, maybe wages are being cut, or there's jobs are not as plentiful, but there's some sort of constraints coming out with the fives. And behind you is the Emperor and the Five of Rods. Now the Emperor is someone who makes a decision. Now this is behind you. Can be a government official, can be, you know, usually it's a ruler who makes fair decisions. I often read it as a government entity, and that there was a lot of energy going around. It could be that you've been having some dealings with the government, and they have a lot of bureaucracy and red tape, paperwork, you know, behind you, and you're trying to go forward, and they go, oh, but you know, you want your business, your own business. Well, we have to get a license for that building. Oh, we have to get, you know, we have to look at variances, and that's behind you. And this could also be, you know, money constraints, moving. It could be all wrapped together. Even if you're thinking about starting a home business in your home, maybe working out of your home, and they go, oh, well, you have to have a license for that. You know, you've got the fives, which is that turmoil that makes your progress very difficult. It's sort of like you're standing and you see all these swirls of like demands on you that are keeping you from getting to the process, to the project, to the goal, to what you want to manifest. You're in the middle of it, and it's impeding your progress. Because what's on your mind is moving forward, and the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of the Chariot is moving forward. That's making a decision, and rather than stagnating and having all these swirls, you decide, okay, I'm not on my mind, I'm moving forward. I am being empowered. And and you're getting a message about money. As a result of that message, you're able to move forward. It could be, yeah, we're going to fund your project, or yes, you've been approved for that loan, or yes, you did get your mortgage, or you've been approved for that apartment, whatever it is. That's on your mind, and as a result of that, you're no longer in the swirl of stagnation, and it's the go ahead. I see the traffic light, and it's going from yellow, and then the green is coming on, which says, okay, go ahead. You've been waiting for it. You've had the red light, and then it's been turning to yellow, which is all those 5, and now the green light to go. Because right ahead of you is, then you have like another 5. You've got all the 5s. And right ahead of you is, you think like, oh, I've got the green light, I can go ahead. And then there's like all these swords and the 5 of swords. It's like, oh my gosh, you gave me the green light. It could be even working on that project that there's even more. Or it could be that there are obstacles of people around you, or like government entities or competitors that make it very difficult. And the 5 of swords is like, okay, I'm moving forward. I see all this going on around me. I'm going to protect myself. And I know that there's this energy around me, and I'm going to protect myself as I go forward, being aware of the obstacles that are there. It can be deceit. It can be someone not doing their job that has slowed it down. Can be, if you're doing something that needs to be zoned, it can be people around you who really don't know about you, but they are we don't want any changes, we don't want that in our neighborhood, whatever that is. There's people that are just the Debbie Downers. They, no, we don't want that. We don't want that in our neighborhood, or we don't want a business in our neighborhood, or we don't want, it's all those energies that are around you that are keeping you from advancing towards your goal, and all the swords. So coming up, know that you're going to have the swords, but you are able to get through that. Because here, 2 of rods, partnership, and the Hierophant can be help from above, help from your team of the universe. You're looking at your goals, you're looking at the future, you're looking at your horizons. This has, the crystal ball, and looking, you're looking at what's my future hold. You're not moving yet, but you're sort of assessing, and it's direction from spirit, giving you clarity of what direction to go. Because then you have the work. 3 of Pentacles, this is learning. Could be learning about how to get through the tightrope of starting your own business, or dealing with bureaucracy, or, getting a project, or even internally, or learning it could be taking a class, it could be going to the community college, it could be on-the-job training related to work. Could be learning something new at work that you're putting in the hard work, and you planted the seeds, you did whatever you needed to do. Harvest time isn't there yet. Just waiting, because you are going to have the harvest. Because you have your King of Rods and the 4 of Rods. Now, the 4 of Rods can be, there's your castle in the sky. It can be happy home. It could be moving to new horizons. It could be a relationship with the King of Rods. Or it could be you are the King of Rods. But it's happy home. It's like a good conclusion. It's like peace. After the 5s, then you go, oh, okay, I have my little sanctuary. You had the card home, and this is your home. And you're feeling very good about it, because you now have that sense of peace and centering within you after the hard struggle at the beginning of the week. And then, we have the Tower, and then it's saying, okay, you had all those 5s. Let's get out of that 5 and work on what we want to manifest. Don't stay stuck in that. because you were complacent. Not only complacent, it was a feeling of hopelessness. That you're like, everything that I do, I do get that sense of, for someone who's like hopeless, everything that I do, it falls apart. You know, I worked on this project and it didn't work out. Or I was looking for this house and it didn't work out. And you're getting a sense of defeat. The universe is saying, okay, we're going to move you forward and know that you can manifest what you want. And we're changing it. Now, it can be that what you thought was secure is no longer secure, and it can be a loss that once you go through the loss, then you rebuild and you know that you are manifesting what you want. So maybe that you had a job, that you had all this turmoil, and then the business goes down, or you lose your job, and you're like, oh no, well, why did I stay so long? Well, the universe is like, okay, you wouldn't move out of that job, so we're going to end the job, because once you end that job, you're going to look for another job, and that other job is the job that you should have had to begin with. So it's change. And what I see is, I see a fence with a knothole, and I see them pulling you through the knothole. It's like a cartoon almost. And you're squeezing through, and then you go, okay, good, I got through that. I got through that struggle. Hey, this is pretty good on the other side here. This is pretty good. I would not have been brave enough to do this without being pushed through. And the universe is pushing you through, saying, okay, where you are, you're not in cement. Change will result in manifestation of that which you want, and then this trusting in the universe. It's a very hard lesson to learn. That's what I've been working on, and being in the flow. So sometimes it's very, very hard, and then you have to have the 2x4 hitting you on the head, which is what I had this year, was my 2x4 lesson. Like, okay, you didn't pay attention to all this lesson, wake up, here's your lesson. Okay, so you were stuck because you were afraid to make some changes, and as a result, the universe is saying, okay, you wouldn't make the change, we're going to make the change for you. It's going to be uncomfortable at first, but once you get through that, you're going to feel like, oh, this is what it means to manifest. This is what I've been waiting for. So you know you're going to go through a difficult time, but the end result is being where you've been wanting to be, the manifestation of what you've been working on. Now, the final card, the Oracle card, the Law of Positivism, Spirit selected number 9. My body knows how to heal itself, how to self-heal. Just as nature has a way of creating and deconstructing, our body has a way of breaking down and rebuilding. It's a constant process in the body of death and rebirth, rebuilding and restructuring, all happening without our knowledge or conscious awareness. This is how miraculous the body is, so we must trust that it always works for our highest and greatest good. Now, you can also use this in life. Not just your body, but in life, because we talked about the changes. It's look at this as it's also for life. It's a constant process in the body of death and rebirth, rebuilding and restructuring. So think of it also how that applies for manifestation of what you are wanting. You've got the Chariot, and you have the Judgment card, or the World. Is that the World or Judgment? Judgment. So you're going to manifest what you want. It's rebuilding, it's reconstructing and rebuilding. That's what's going on this week. Just know that as something tears down, then you can rebuild it and rebuild it anew. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. I'll be doing the June readings. If you want to be notified, please consider the subscribe and notification. And until then, Nina and I send you light and love from Portugal.